There's this unhealthy energy exchange between people who have loose boundaries. And I like to call it emotional shoplifting. Emotional shoplifting is when you are this giving person. You want to help, you want to serve. It could fall under the category of people pleasing. And someone takes advantage of that. This is an unhealthy energetic exchange because after a while, you give, and you're out of balance because the giving has been so intense and the receiving has been very little, that when you start to recognize that these unhealthy relationships that you might be participating in, they just don't care that you're tired. They don't care that they're taking from you something you're no longer offering. You used to offer your availability, your adaptability, your making all the concessions. They didn't budge, but you did. You're like, well, I can afford to rearrange my schedule for you. And then when you're with them, they just taking everything they can get from you. And when you try to tell them, no, I can't do that today. And they're like, oh, but why not? Oh, I can't. I'm like, I need help. I can't do it without you. All of a sudden, you realize that you give in. You're just like, okay, I guess I'll just reschedule my appointment at 3 to make sure that you get what you need. And it was this conditioning as a child that you were responsible for everyone else's problems. You were responsible for fixing it, for carrying the burden, for holding the emotional baggage for them, so they didn't have to. We thought we were doing a good thing. But then it gets to this point where you're so out of balance, and you just gave everything that you had left, and they don't care that you're empty. And so this person that you might be associated with is just like, but I need you to help me. But I need you to do the work. But I need you to, you might find this situation in a coworker situation, or a boss to employee situation, or a parent to child relationship, as in you're the child and they're the parent. Like, you might find this in friendships, right? That probably aren't friendships for you. When you sense someone's trying to take something you're not offering, I'm not offering you my Wednesday. I am not offering you the weekend. I am not offering you my constant availability. But they're like, but I want it anyway, and I'm going to make you feel bad about it. I'm going to make you feel guilty. And then when you set a boundary, you're like, but I can't, I won't, I don't want to. And they're like, I know, but I just need just this one last time. I just need help, right? And you're like, oh, okay. They know you'll never say no. And then when you do say no, you don't mean it. In order to stop the cycle of emotional shoplifting and allowing people to take from you the things you are no longer offering, you have to be so consistent with saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And in the beginning, setting those boundaries feels very difficult. It feels like you're being mean. It feels like you're a bad person because you've been conditioned to not take care of your own needs and to pay attention to what you need. And what you need most, actually, is self-support. And so the only way to learn to support yourself is to say what you mean and mean what you say consistently. I can't help you till Thursday. Oh, but I need it today. No. Thursday. I'll see you Thursday. Oh, what am I going to do until then? I believe in you. You'll figure it out. See you Thursday. And go. You have to be absolutely crystal clear. Fewer words is better. Because emotional shoplifters, they just want to rattle your cage. They just want to get you emotionally stirred up so you don't know which way is up. And eventually you just be like, okay, whatever. Okay, I'll do it. Whatever. That's what they want. They want you to cave in. So if you're going to break that pattern, and you're going to offer yourself the support that you've deserved all along, but you just never got, you have to be clear and do not over-explain. Because those emotional shoplifters, they love over-explaining, because you're trying to get them to understand your point of view and your needs, and they cannot. They don't have the capacity. They're too disintegrated. They're unhealthy. So you're not going to get their understanding. But what's important is that you understand what you need and how you need it, and be crystal clear with your words. And the fewer words, the better. And then have an exit strategy, which is, okay, have a good week, bye, and out you go. Probably the best case scenario is to assess if these are relationships you absolutely need to keep. If they are, then you got to have some coping strategies, and giving up what you need so they can have what they need every time is not healthy for you. It's hurting you, it's exhausting you, and it's frustrating as all get out. So if you need some help setting those boundaries, start with you. Start with you. I know it feels like you're being mean, and it's hard, and it's going to make you cry, and it's going to make you second guess yourself. But guess what? It was the conditioning in your childhood that started you second guessing yourself. You haven't trusted yourself in a very long time. And so you have attracted people in your life that confirm that story is true. You shouldn't trust yourself. Emotional shoplifters are masters at making you second guess yourself. So you'll give up what you want for what they want. But there's nothing more important. Nothing will shift your life more permanently and help you become the healthiest of people as self-support. Just stick with it. Create that little space where it's like, this is going to be super uncomfortable. This is not going to feel great in the beginning. You're right. But eventually, when you mean what you say and you say what you mean, you're super consistent, and you don't let them wear you down because you have an exit strategy. You're not going to stay in that situation and let them talk you out of it. You're going to be, say what you need, say what you mean, and bye. That's the plan. And when you start to do that very consistently, and you have as little contact with these unhealthy people as possible, your world's going to completely change, because there's a high likelihood that you have not received emotional support in your life, and to become that for yourself, game changer.